longevity that you can get from fasting, which has been heavily researched, which is demonstrated by science, is that when you give yourself significant breaks in between meals, your body is going to be able to get into a very serious state of healing and repair. And we need that for longevity, because as we age, our cells break down, we get worn out cells, damaged cells, and we need to allow our body the time to go in and really focus in on cleaning up those dead and dying cells and then build new cells.
Yeah. It's called autophagy. Did you say that already?
I didn't. Yes.
It's a fancy name, but that's essentially what the body is doing, because you're not feeding it nutrients. Now it's, turning around and looking for things to clean up. So that's a great thing. Also, don't discount, for somebody who's had digestive issues in the past, how important it is to just give our digestive tract a break from time to time and let it rest and let it do some healing. So when you intermittent fast, even if you just do a 12 or 13 hour fast, you're doing really great things for your gut and your microbiome.
Yes.
And after so many hours, you even start to reset your microbiome. Yeah. Which is incredible.
Yeah.
And then autophagy starts. When does autophagy start?
17 hours.
It's 17 hours. And the other thing that I learned more recently is 17 hours and after. This is like so cool to me. And you probably already know this, but I did not. After 17 hours, your body starts to make stem cells. And stem cells are, there are people now spending fortunes to get stem cell injections. But if you do a fast of 17. Did I say 72? It's 17.
Yeah. So it's 72 hours is the most stem cells. So we're going to work up to that.
Right. Forgive me. So let me back up. If I said 72, that's not what I meant. I meant 17 hours and beyond.
Autophagy.
If you get to 17 hours and beyond, your body starts to regenerate and make stem cells.
Right. And stem cells are just cells in your body that can be turned into any type of cells. Yeah. So they're the cells that came when you were born or when your babies were born. And, they talk about harvesting the cells from the umbilical cord and how precious those are. If you do get into a situation where you are facing or your child is facing a serious disease, these stem cells are so powerful because they're like little army of brand new cells that can be just discharged to whatever area is injured or failing, and we can rebuild new tissue essentially.
That's great.
With these.
So for example, Andrew, my middle son, tore his ACL and meniscus, and we went to a doctor for a consult to look into stem cell injections into the knee for him to rebuild some of that tissue. Yeah. Right. So those are the things, but this is the really cool part. And we've talked about this so often, right? And we live by this, that the body has an innate wisdom and it knows what to do when you treat it right. So this is the other thing that blows my mind with the body, is that when you get to a fast of 17 hours or more, we already mentioned that stem cells are being produced. But not only that, your body knows to send the stem cells it's producing to the areas in your body that need healing and growth. So for example, if I'm having an issue with my knee, I'll use that example again, and I'm doing a 17-hour fast or more, as my body's making the stem cells, it's going to send them to my knee. Wow. Yeah. So this is the thing. This is a tool that it doesn't cost any money. Yeah. And for longevity, the thing you would just have to watch, and you talked about mTOR and muscle building. What we don't want to do is be fasting at this age, day in and day out, super long fast, because you will start to break down muscle, which we don't want. Yes. So there's a fine line there.
So let's circle back. So, because we could geek out on the fun science stuff all day long.
And we're getting up on a tangent.
But what is this going to do for you? And you've heard about it undoubtedly, because like you said, Dr. Brooke, it's just huge as of late, right? What this can do for you, it can reset your gut. So if you do have digestion issues, if you've had any sort of liver congestion or gallbladder digestion, it can really help with that. Yeah. It can help you lose weight. And again, we don't want to go to a place where we're focused only on that. Yep. But guys, many of us have high BMIs, and we just have to look at the facts with that we do need to employ strategies to help that, because that's going to keep us healthier in long term.
Agreed.
And then it could also help you balance your blood sugar. So we all are worried if we have we all should be worried about that with, diabetes, and if it's in your family, or if it's something where you crave a lot of sugar and you just can't get your cravings under control, it can help you to balance your blood sugar. And then again, the autophagy, which you mentioned, which is just that massive eating up of the dead and damaged cells so that you can renew and regenerate.
Yes.
All right.
One other thing I would add to that list, when you are fasting. So like in the morning when I'm fasting and I start my work, your body is also producing ketones, and ketones is basically, think of ketones like fuel for your brain.
Yeah.
So I can almost feel, and many people can, once they start to do this, like that kicks in and I'm like just so laser focused on whatever it is that I'm doing. It's incredible. So there's a big plus too. Not that you want to be in ketosis all the time, but and we're going to talk about that. And
that's where the keto diet, again, hugely popular, right? Yep. That's where that has come from. And if you are in ketosis, you've got great energy. You're not hungry. Your brain just feels sharp and alive, and your brain is healing because ketones are its favorite fuel.